Okay. So I hope you all are doing well. Hi Alak. Hi Divarsh. Hi Meera. Hi Gitika. And I don't think there are more people joining us right now. So let us start with our ritual, which is sharing the best moments from the day and being thankful. I'll share mine first. So today, my win is that I made myself a vision board, and here it is.
So colorful.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm thankful to Devina for helping me do this. I joined one of her summer camps, online summer camps, and she's doing, how to reach your goal. And three of my biggest goals is firstly, I want to get the scholar badge from my school. The second one is I am aiming for the Hall of Fame. Now, you may not know it, but that's okay. And the third one is I'm aiming for consistency in all my work, because consistency is the key to whatever you do. ऐसे कई जगह पे बोलते हैं एजुकेशन इज द की, कहीं पे बोलते हैं implementation is the key, but if you do it without consistency it won't be possible. So what's your win for the day, Gitika?
My win for the day might be I visited my maternal grandmother's home, my nanny's home. So yeah, that could be my achievement of the day because we spent so much time together, having fun, talking, and all the other stuff. So I'm really thankful that I got that time.
Yeah, exactly. नानी का घर मतलब heaven.
हाँ,
Exactly, yeah.
नाना
वहाँ
नानी
पे
के साथ में मजे करना.
just when you enter ऐसे लगता है कि the best time of the year, right?
Yes, exactly.
And Alakveer, what's your win for the day?
My win for the day, it's not for one day, it's for 2 days. So
Okay,
yesterday I got this Rich Dad Poor Dad. I think
great.
you can say it. And I already have read 40 pages already.
Okay, so you read 40 pages already, and
Yes.
how do you think the first 40 pages were?
It was very good and it is an interesting story.
Story?
I can read it like thrice time. Thrice.
Yeah, even I read this book around 3 times, whole of the book, and 7 to 8 times the intro and the first part, because you know it's just so, every time you read it, you get a new perspective. मतलब सोचते सोचते in your thoughts when you read it yourself, it's like कहीं पे you get a different insight. Sometimes you get a really different perspective, and that's when you get more questions. And when you answer them those questions yourself, it's just fun, right?
Yeah.
Devash, what's your win for the day?
Okay, my win for today is I ordered Rich Dad Poor Dad. It's arriving on Saturday. And
Okay.
today, vacations going on. I really don't feel like the day is going as I planned. But today, where I really think everything fell step by step, and I scheduled my day and everything. I took actions. That was the main thing.
Yeah, even my summer vacations are so messed up. I
Exactly.
mean, just a few days ago, I watched Kung Fu Panda. I started the movie at 12 p.m. At night, 12 midnight, and I finished the movie at around 2. Then I went to sleep at around 2:30, and मुझे नींद नहीं आई. Okay, so the next 2-3 days I was sleeping at 2 or 3 at night, and I was waking up at 12 a.m. I mean 12 in the morning. But आज I broke that. आज you might see my message in the group at 7:30, around 7:40. I messaged good morning. So today I woke up early, and usually summer vacations mein usually I wake up at 10, but आज after so many days I woke at around 7:30, because my dad is hosting a morning club, and it's about uh, affirmations. एंड वो इतनी जोर जोर से चिल्ला के अफर्मेशंस बोलते हैं, आई एम अ मनी मैग्नेट, आई एम अ मनी, दूसरे रूम तक आवाज आ जाती है मुझे, एंड आई जस्ट वेक अप. ओके, पास्ट फ्यू डेज मैंने इग्नोर किया थोड़ा, कि कोई बात नहीं, बोल रहे हैं बोलने दो. बट आज आई कुडंट. आज मैं उठ के गई रूम में, एंड आई वाज लाइक व्हाट. बट देन ही सेड जितने ज्यादा लोगों को लगेगा दैट यू आर रियली मनी मैग्नेट, उतना जल्दी मैनिफेस्ट होगा, राइट? यस अलक?
I have to wake up at 5:30 because I have to go office with my father. So it's very hard to wake up at uh, sorry
5:30.
5:30, and even I sleep at 11.
And acha, one thing, this is not a very formal discussion going here, so you don't need to raise your hand, okay? Just speak out. Bolo.
Okay, so wait, watching Kung Fu Panda at 12 p.m. I mean, like my most of my friends watch Conjuring at 12 p.m.
And it's me watching Kung Fu Panda.
Completely humorous movie.
Nahi, but actually Sids gave that homework to watch Kung Fu Panda, so that is why.
Great, I love it.
Even you should, and I wrote like 50 learnings out of that. They told to write just 10, 15, but मुझे 50 मिल गई, and they was so बस इनसे आपकी लाइफ सेट हो जाएगी.
Yeah, like there is no
Yeah.
right?
Now, Meera, what's your win?
So my win for today is that I was able to perfect my strokes in badminton today, and the coach complimented me, so that was a nice part. That's pretty much it. Today I was just like catching up on homework and like Hindi exams. So yeah.
Yeah, no worries. So, great. Now, since all of us are pretty grown-ups here, and we would understand a pretty मतलब kind of थोड़े मुश्किल topics हम समझ लेंगे. So today we're not doing just talk more about loans and how can they be good to us, because it's not so easy. It's a bit complicated. And मुझे इस चीज के बारे में कब से बात करनी थी. So today's the day. Okay. First, we will start. Now the topic for today is actually the difference between the titular kings, rich dad and poor dad. उसका थोड़ा सा part करेंगे, and then we'll move on to taxes. So I'll share my screen. Yes, visible, I guess. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Now discussing assignments. I don't know what's that. Second part is what the poor and wealthy do different. So just on the second day, we discussed the difference between a poor person, a rich person and a wealthy person. Now, in dono words say, you guys are okay with Hindi, right? All of us. Okay?
Yes, we are. Yes.
Yes.
हाँ भाई.
So these words are kind of similar and people get confused within them. But we discussed the actual differences, and we all know that. But the difference between rich dad and poor dad, usse pehle, I want you all to tell me what you think are the differences between the rich dad and the poor dad. Gitika.
Rich dad मतलब जिनके पास ज्यादा पैसा है, the one who have more money, and poor dad who has limited money. And I don't think there's other, like rich dad must have something luxurious items, assets, and poor dad must not have that, but at least the necessities of a person.
Okay. Now that's what an average person will say. But okay, Alakveer, what's your point of view on rich dad and poor dad?
I also agree with Gitika, and
Yeah.
one thing is more that rich dad knows how to make money, but poor dad does not.
हाँ, वो book के starting के 40 pages में था, so you got this from there. Devarsh.
Yes.
Yeah, so like the same thing what Gitika said, and one more thing that the rich dad has like he has more money, so he has a open mindset for what to buy things and what not to buy. But the poor dad is like it does not have he does not have an open mindset, so all his items, all the things he wants to buy are limited to money.
Okay. Now, what actually is the difference? Yes. So, firstly, rich dad, if no, first we're talking about poor dad, and uh, yeah, poor dad. He was highly educated. He was very intelligent. He had a PhD. He completed 4 years of college or undergraduate work in less than 2 years. Now you can get it from that, right? तो 4 साल का काम उन्होंने 2 साल के अंदर किया. Then he went to Stanford University and the University of Chicago and Northwestern University for his advanced studies on scholarships. But the poor dad, the rich dad, he never finished the 8th grade. Now, it's not that मैंने कहीं पे गलत बोल दिया. The poor dad was intelligent. He worked hard in his school days and college days. The rich dad, he never passed the 8th grade. Okay. Now, both were successful in their careers. Both worked hard, but but one of them, he struggled financially, while the other was the richest man in Hawaii. Now, it's the rich dad who's richest and not pretty intelligent. The poor dad, he was very intelligent, very kind of a genius. He did all those, he went to all those big universities, but still he struggled financially. And I'll tell you, आज क्या हुआ था in the session where I made the vision board, right? Now there, Devina asked us what are our top 3 goals, and most of us said, most of the middle schoolers, we said that we want to pass our exams, or we need 95% in our, at the end report of the year, and or we want the scholar badge. Okay. And the reason I said was that I want to make myself and my parents proud. The reason they said was that so that they grow up with good grades, and so that they could get a good job to work for. That's the same thing happening. They are working hard to score higher in their studies, and they want to get a good job, just like the poor dad. Okay. And मैं ये नहीं बोल रही हूँ कि I don't want to study. I do want to study. मतलब I need to study. It's not that I do want to study. Okay, let's get off this topic. One dad, he left tons of bills to his family when he died. But the other dad, the rich dad, he left tens of millions of dollars. Listen to that again. Tens of millions of dollars, around $10 million and more than that, to his family, to charities, to churches, to the places, I don't know what you call them, but the people who donate and all those places. Now, tens of millions of dollars to each one of them. That too when he died. Okay, तो इतने सारे पैसों का वो अपने साथ ले जाके क्या भी करते. Okay, both were strong, both were influential, both of them offered advice to Robert, but not the same advice. Okay. उससे पहले, if you'd asked me rich dad and poor dad, did Robert really have a rich dad and a poor dad? Did he have 2 dads? No, he didn't. The poor dad was his own biological dad, and the rich dad, वो रॉबर्ट के बेस्ट फ्रेंड के पापा थे. सो जस्ट बुक का टाइटल रखने के लिए उन्होंने रिच डैड बोल दिया, वरना वो अंकल बुलाते थे उन्हें. ठीक है, सो डोंट गेट कंफ्यूज्ड. नाउ दे both offered advice, but एक क्या बोल रहे थे? They both of them offered advice. Both of them believed in education, but they did not recommend the same course of study. जो पुअर डैड थे, जिनके पास सारी PhDs थी, वो बोलते थे अपने स्कूल में अच्छे से पढ़ाई करो, मेहनत करो, ताकि अच्छे कॉलेज में जाओगे. अच्छे कॉलेज में जाओगे, वहां पे मेहनत करोगे, अच्छी जॉब मिलेगी. अच्छी जॉब मिलेगी, पैसे कमाओगे, and that's where your life ends. But the rich dad, he said, you study about money and not about history, not about Napoleon Bonaparte. Okay. one said both of them paid their bills on time, yet one of them paid paid his bills at the end of the month, and one of them was the first one to pay their bills. Now, rich dad अपने bills पहले दे देते थे, महीने के starting में दे देते थे, but the poor dad आखिरी date आने तक he was trying to save money, but he knew कि पैसे देने पड़ेंगे, but he was still trying to save his money. Then one said that the love of money is the root of all evil. अब बचपन में हम सबने सुना होगा या फिर किसी और को कहते हुए सुना होगा कहीं पे भी कि पैसा भाई और भाई में लड़ाई करवा देता है. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. सुना है. And how many of you think this is true? कि दो लोगों में, दो भाइयों में लड़ाई हो सकती है just because of money. You know, when parents pass on their property to their kids, to the next generation, आधा करने में लड़ाई हो जाती है, होती है ना? But the other one, he said the lack of money is the root of all evil. He said, if you don't have money, you know, you don't have power, and if you don't have power, you wouldn't be able to spend your survive your whole life. One said that the subject of money is not taught in schools. The other said कि school में focus करो, they'll teach you subjects, बड़े होके अच्छे college में, and then so on. And the subject of money is not taught in schools. It is वो parents हमें घर में सिखाते हैं, and most of them who, now this is not what I am saying, ये book बोल रही है that parents teach us about money. Most of them are who are going to be poor or are poor. Now, poor says इसका मतलब ये नहीं that we don't have necessities. It means that the mindset that we have is of a poor person. अपने, if your parents are sitting with you, just tell them that I'm not blaming them. Okay, it's the system of India. It's the schooling system. Now, one dad, he put his mind to sleep when it came to talking about money. When someone asked him a question about his finances or the much that he's earning or whatever, he always said he always wanted to, मतलब topic को टाल देना चाहते थे. He didn't want to talk about money. But the other one, when it came to finances, he, you know, searched of how do I get better at this. Like one of them, he put his mind to sleep. The other one, he exercised his mind. Now, you know, sleeping is more beneficial, like sleeping more is more beneficial, or exercising yourself is beneficial.
Exercising yourself.
Exercising, right? But सोता कौन है और exercise कौन करता है? What? Are you not going to speak?
I didn't get that question.
मतलब you know कि exercise करना is better for yourself and sleeping out of the limit is not good for you, right? But आप ज्यादा सोते हो या फिर exercise? Now, how many of you actually exercise? No,
I don't.
not really. Mira, you do?
Yeah, I exercise.
Okay, that's great. So, do you exercise now? That's physical exercise. Okay. But do you exercise your mind?
Yeah, I'm currently doing it because like I have exams coming up, and yeah, I have like other classes which help me engage.
Great. Now, whenever you've got something, when let's say, okay, one dad said कि मैं ये नहीं कर सकता, I can't afford this thing, and just at that time he puts his mind to sleep. जब आपने बोल ही दिया है, जब आपने मान ही लिया है that you can't do one thing, how will you be able to do it? But the other person, the rich dad, he asks himself, how can I do it? Now, the first one is a sentence. The second one is a question. One lets you off the hook at the same time, while the other one forces your brain to think more, and that is how you exercise your brain. अब पहले वाले ने बोल दिया I can't afford it, so he won't be able to. But when the other one, he asks himself, how can I do it? He might be able to find solutions. And remember yesterday we talked about how can you avoid buying a car by pooling yourself with other people, right? That is how you find solutions. Now, this is the best part. Okay, this is something that hit me hard just in the starting of the book. One said that study hard so you can find a good company to work for. Fair enough. The second dad said, study hard so you can find a good company to buy. Isn't that cool? Now the one of them said, the reason I'm not rich is because I have you kids. तुम पे डाल दिया सब कुछ कि you're the problem. Okay. The other said, the reason I must be rich is because I have you kids. That's fortune. One encouraged talking about finances, talking about money at the dinner table, ताकि पूरी family involved हो and they know more about finances. While the other one, he forbade the subject of money at the dinner table. मतलब ऐसा होता है ना when we're watching a horror movie या फिर something like with all blood and war while eating. मम्मा बोलती है बीच में आके कि नहीं ऐसी चीजें वो देखो खाते हुए. I don't know why, but yeah they do. है ना? But now I'm not comparing Squid Game with money. Okay, don't take that. One he wanted to talk with his family about money when they were eating, while the other person, he didn't ever want to talk about money. Whenever he wanted to buy something, he said, I can't do it. Whenever his kids asked him ki, why are we not rich, he said, I don't know the reason. I work for the government. I'm a teacher. I love teaching. That's it. I have no interest in money. Now, one said, when it comes to money, play it safe and don't take risks. While the other one said, learn to manage risks. Now, ऐसा कोई experience बताओ when others always said, or your parents always said, कि don't take risks about this thing, okay? Play it safe, or when they say, precaution is better than cure. Heard that? कि मतलब, you have to, I think the last I heard this was in the winters, कि बाहर instead of wearing just a shirt, why not wear a jacket or a sweater? Precautions are better than cure. Yeah, relatable.
Yes.
And the same way the poor dad says this. Now, this is the same with my parents. Okay, they say about this, but not about money, but winters में, so that you don't get cold, ताकि वो परेशान ना हो. हमें तो परेशान होना ही है. Whatever. And the other said, learn to manage risks. Now, it doesn't mean that the next time you're going outside, you'll say, I will learn to manage risks. I won't take a sweater with me. Okay, don't try to do that. I'm telling you, don't take risks in this
You
thing.
would get a flying chappal.
नहीं ये ज्यादा हो गया. I don't get a flying chappal.
I did.
Okay, so sorry for you. Let me drink water. Okay. One said, our home is our largest investment and our greatest asset. Now, कल ही सीखा था, a home cannot be your asset, right? Because हर महीने आप bill pay कर रहे हो, isn't it? And more than that, when you're living in that home, it's not your asset. And the other said, my house is a liability. And if your home is your greatest investment, is your largest investment, then you are in trouble. I said you don't have to raise hands. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to say that if home is a liability, the rich dad is saying that home is a liability, then but he has a home to live in, right? Would he just say that I'm rich but I don't need a home, then I will stay somewhere else?
But he is earning without, पहली चीज तो वो काम नहीं कर रहे हैं to work for money. I mean to in a job. Okay, and he has passive income. We'll talk about passive income. He has passive income. He doesn't work for money, but money is coming to him every month. Now, अब वो जितना भी खर्चा करे, his necessities are covered by the passive income. Okay, so जितने भी वो ऐसे ही कमाते हैं without working is what covers his costs for his necessities. Now, a home is a necessity. You won't live on. Okay, let's. Your home is a necessity. You need a home, and paying. ये तो पता है ना कि हर महीने कितना बिल आता है. Around average, let's say 10,000, 20,000, anything, and you're earning 20,000 from somewhere where you don't have to work for. Like आपने एक दूसरा घर खरीद रखा है, and that's on rent. या फिर let's say you're earning dividends from stocks, and you're earning from there. You don't have to go to the stock market and work, right? So money is coming to you, and that money is paying for your house. That way, your home is not a liability. Okay, because आपने investment कर रखा है. I mean, did you get that?
Yeah, I got that, but I didn't get the fact that if rich dad is so rich, then why is he saying that home is a liability? Because he must have passive incomes from so many places, right?
Yeah. So, because home is a liability. Wait, first thing, rich dad is not so rich. He calls himself rich because he has a rich mindset. He has the mindset of a rich person. Okay. Now, his net worth, I don't know, not given in the book. Don't ask me. And about your home being your asset or liability, it is a liability. And that is why he's saying that it's a liability. Got that?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Now, firstly, if you have any doubts, please ask, because we're all into this together, okay? And there's no rush कि just 28 days में हमें सारी चीजें सीखनी ही है. Okay, it's not that. So, if you have any questions, just ask them. And if I'm not able to answer, I'll ask my parents and I'll tell it to you the next day or a few days later, okay? But I'll surely answer your question. Now, so the last thing I said was my house is a liability. This is what the rich dad said. My house is a liability. And if your home is your largest investment, then you are in trouble. One says that the poor dad, he says that government will support me. And he always is looking for pay raises. He wants promotion. Okay, he looks out for retirement plans. He wants pension. He wants vacation leaves. He wants sick leaves. He wants more perks. He believes in the tenure system, and he looks out for job protection, and he looked for more benefits, and this seemed more important to him. He believed in working hard for the government, and when he retires, he wanted those benefits. Okay, now when that is why every parent, when kuch salo pehle it was the same, every parent would tell you to work hard so you can get a government job, isn't it? Matlab, even you might have seen it on YouTube and Insta and stuff, ki when a person, no matter who has a government job, he is superior than someone who's earning more, no matter what. Because the one who's working in government, he believes in the government. उनके पास secure, उनके पैसे secure है. His job is secure. He'll get a pension. अब तो नहीं मिलती है. So I don't know. And अब तो नहीं मिलती है. Yeah. So they have to save up for later, or they'll have to survive their life. They won't be able to enjoy after retirement. While the other person, the rich dad, he was self-reliance. He believed in self-reliance, and he said ki I wouldn't like to work for the government because he himself saves taxes from the government. Okay, and the next two ones, you have to listen to them. The first one, he struggled to save a few dollars, while the other one, he created investments. Now, creating investments is like first the next point. One taught Robert to write impressive resumes to get a good job. While the rich dad, he taught Robert how to write strong business plans and financial plans so he could create jobs and not work as a job. Okay, work in a job. Now, you might know Infosys, right? If you ask me how you're going to create investments or how are you going to create jobs, I'll tell you. Infosys is the one who does this. Matlab, an example. Okay, Infosys, it started long time back and it's doing great till now. Okay, that person, you like Infosys is one of the company in the evergreen 50 stocks that we call the Nifty 50 that will get you money even when the market is in loss. So just imagine Infosys can get you money when everyone else is suffering from losses. The second thing, many like Infosys, firstly, to government job nahi hai, but still there are crores of people working for Infosys. So when Infosys became, it was called a good company, a big company. Since that time, there are like crores of people working in Infosys, working for Infosys, and that is how they give jobs to people. If Infosys wouldn't be there, around 2-3 crores of people will be unemployed. The first person, he's just gets off the hook. He says, "I'm not rich." While the rich dad, he says, "I am rich." Though he didn't have money, he had assets. Okay, he didn't have money, he had assets, and that is why he said that he's rich. And because also he had the right financial literacy, and also because he had the right mindset of a rich person. He said, "I'm rich, and rich people don't do this." The first one said, "I'm not interested in money. Money doesn't matter to me." Still, he worked in a 9 to 5 job for the government. He worked for the government and he worked hard. The other person said, "Money is power and I don't work for money." And ye cheese, you'll find it everywhere you see, you search for rich dad, poor dad, that the rich don't work for money. They make money work for them. Now, obviously, money is not going to get up for you every morning. It's not going to, take your lavish car to the office and then work hard. Maybe, can't imagine money working. Can you? You can't. Pani pina hai. Yeah. Now, this is a major difference between the rich and the poor. Now, tell me, out of all of these, do you think like a rich person or do you think like a poor person? Okay, we wouldn't say a rich person or a poor person. We'll say, do you think like a rich dad, the rich dad, or do you think like the poor dad?
Like the rich dad.
Acha. Okay, you think like the rich dad.
It falls in between.
What?
Falls in between.
Okay. Meera, what about you?
Yeah, I agree with Devash.
Gitika, do you think like the rich dad or the poor dad?
Honestly, I used to think like the poor dad because like my focus was like on grades only. Yeah, but now I have to like again rethink about it.
Yeah. देखो grades पे तो focus मेरा भी है, but that's not because I want to do a job. Okay, I would never do a job. मैंने इस बुक का फर्स्ट पेज जब पढ़ा था ना, जस्ट सिंस दैट डे मैंने बोला कि मैं जॉब नहीं करूंगी. ठीक है, इवन माय डैड
Okay.
बिलीव्स इन नॉट डूइंग अ जॉब, नॉट बीइंग स्टक इन द रैट रेस. ऐसा नहीं कि ही सेज डोंट डू अ जॉब. ही सेज दैट यू कैन ट्राई डूइंग अ जॉब, बट यू नीड अ पैसिव इनकम आल्सो. ओके, एंड वो बोलते हैं आईआईटी कर लो, if you want to do business, BTech kar lo. I don't know what this stuff is. Okay, I care for them, but I don't know what this stuff is. And he literally says ki 12th May, 10th May, you'll need 99.99% on your report card. he says that he'll need a 99.99% to get a good, to get selected in IIT. उनके भी 99.7 आए थे, so he didn't get selected. I haven't yet scored 99%, let's say 95% even, in my 6th grade. 12th grade में मैं 99.99%. Not possible.
That's
And
cheating.
yeah, exactly, right? मैंने बोला नहीं, I give up. I mean, I believe in affirmations, I believe in manifestation, I can manifest it, but नहीं, मुझे नहीं करना. I'll do this. I'll continue teaching teens about finance. I'm happy in that, okay? Because finance is something, मुझे नींद से उठा के भी बोलोगे ना कि ये concept समझा दो, I'll do it. I'll literally do it for you, okay? Because it is something that I always want to talk about. I'll never get bored talking about this thing. And funny. Wait, I'll wait. मैं एक बार में आधी बॉटल खत्म कर दूंगी. Just wait for me, okay? And think about being rich or thinking like a rich person or a poor person. Okay, wait, wait a minute.
Your mic is off.
Yeah,
You are
I
like
said.
you are just being like pani, 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 like that mean.
Okay, so I was saying, I'm back. Okay, this is what I said. And how many of you think कि अभी तक it's going good?
Yes, it's
It,
good.
it's going
Yes.
amazing. Huh?
Good, very good, better, best, what?
More than best.
Amazing.
Great. Thank you. So, what do you want to talk about right now? Because there's not many of us. So, acha, yeah. I was like, there are only 5 people in the meeting, but there are more. Okay. 7 ही है, not a big number. That's okay. So, what is something that you want to talk about next? Or let's continue with taxes.
Yes. Yeah, you can continue with taxes actually.
अच्छा, पहले बताओ, all that I spoke about, did you get it? Because देखो, when you have no doubts, या तो ऐसा होता है कि you know 100% of it, या फिर it's like 0%, ऊपर से गया सब कुछ. So, if you have no doubts, every time I'll repeat this to you. 100% गया, फिर 0% गया, फिर somewhere in between.
100%.
100%.
100%. Okay. So maybe I'm good at explaining finance. Yes, I am. Yeah, taxes. We're talking about taxes. Now, taxes, when even I wasn't able to understand this ever since I was reading this book. आज ही मुझे ये चीज समझ में आई है, and that is why I'm waiting for to talk about this. And today is the day. Great. Now, what the doubt I had was that how can a person save taxes? I'm not talking about interest or saving money or something else. I'm talking about saving taxes from buying home. Yes, Shreyas? What are you going to say? Or were you going to say? Okay. So I was saying that, yeah, I had this question that I didn't know how exactly, the rich, they save taxes from buying homes with a debt. Now, this is about Robert Kiyosaki. He's a rich person, he's a wealthy person, and if you ask him today, he is into $2 million of in debt. Okay, that's $2 million in debt, and I can prove this to you. Google Pay. So let's search the exact amount. So he is in more than two, not million actually, more than 1.2 billion, more than that in debt, and he's still one of the richest people. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Gitika and Shreyas, are you searching that on Google? Yeah, right.
I searched it.
Yeah, I was.
$10.
गेम के बारे में नहीं. Okay, so you search that, right? Now that's a proof. More than 1.2 billion dollars in debt, and is still earning. His net worth is like in billions, more than that. Okay, more than 100 billion. So I don't think around 90 billion something. Not sure about that, but okay. So this guy right here, he's in 1.2 billion rupees in dollars in debt, and he has more than 20,000 real estate. Well, इसको भी search कर लेते हैं. How many real estate properties does he have? And you don't need to search this. I'll share my screen. Achha, not 20,000 exactly. It is 15,000. Yeah, proved, right? Good. Okay. So that's 15,000 houses. And how does ye sare ghar, all these 15,000 houses, he's bought with debt and not his own money. That is how he avoids taxes. अब मुझे ये चीज समझ में नहीं आई. And इसलिए I searched about it. I spent like 2 hours. 2 hours में से 90 minutes so I was doing some other stuff. But I'll still say कि yeah, 2 hours. Okay. And I searched it on YouTube, and I searched it on Google, on many other websites, and it said and ये concept किसी ने इतनी आसानी से नहीं समझाया जितनी आसानी से मुझे समझ में आया है. मतलब I was able to get this thing myself. Now वो क्या करते हैं? Say he wants to buy a house for 10 lakh rupees. I'll get a whiteboard. Acha nahi, I won't be able to write on that. Right. Okay. Just a minute. Let's make this a bit easier. Yeah. So this guy, what we already know about him is that he has $1.2 billion. Wait. $1 billion in debt. That's his debt, current debt. And he has 15,000 real estate. Now, what he first does is he needs a house of which costs 10 lakhs. And that's dollars, okay? All of this is in dollars. So what he does is that he doesn't buy it with his own money. Instead, what he does, क्योंकि I don't know why he doesn't buy this with money, but overall, ये देख के पता चलता है that he saved his taxes. Okay, he takes a loan from the bank and he says that he wants 10 lakhs right now. So the bank gives him 10 lakhs. Then what happens? उन्होंने बोला कि I'll pay $10,000 every month to you. So $10,000 to the bank. So it's not an EMI. or we can call it an EMI, $10,000 to the bank. Now he pays $10,000 to the bank, and let's put in some maths. How many weeks will it take? How many months will it take him to finish the debt? Don't use calculators, okay? That's easy. 10,000 into what is 10 lakhs? What?
100 months.
100 months, exactly. Now 100 months में इनका ये लोन पूरा हो जाएगा and the home will be officially his now. क्योंकि पहले the first month उन्होंने सिर्फ 10,000 पे किए, मतलब he has paid the amount to the owner of the house but not to the bank, right? तो वो घर अभी भी is still a liability to him. Now what he does with the home, he rents it out for $20,000 per month. Okay. Yeah. So $20,000 per month. Ab $10,000 every month. Now this is also every month. It is going to the bank, and so 10,000 goes out of his pocket and 20,000 comes in. So he has a profit of 10,000. So yeah, his profit is $10,000. After this, अब इसमें tax कहाँ से आता है? Now, if you guys know what is the tax that you pay when you have a property, it's called a property tax. Now, this is a new term, and ये pay करते हो because you are owning a piece of land on this whole big earth, and that piece of land costs something to the government of your country. Okay, so the property tax for this home, I don't know the amount. It's like around, if you are a resident, if you're living at in your house, it's 12. Yeah, it's 12%. Let's let's take this 15%. Okay, rounded off. So the property tax goes on for 15%. Up 15% of the price of that house. Now 15% of 10 lakhs, I'll have to search it. Google's not giving me a valid answer. Wait.
It will be 15,000. 15,000.
It says for properties valued up to 10 lakhs, the tax rate is of 0.1% is applicable. Acha. So there's a different way to calculate the property tax. So it says 0.1% for 10 lakhs. Now, 1% of 10 lakhs is, that this is getting, I don't know maths. Okay. I guess, yeah, they were sure good at maths. Tell me 0.1% of 10 lakhs. Or, yeah, you're going to search it on Google.
10 lakhs, right?
What?
0.1.
1,000? Sure. Yeah, you sure?
1,000.
0.1%. 0.1% of 10 lakhs.
I don't think it's 10,000. It should be more.
I don't know. Don't ask me.
About one.
Arey bhai, why can't Google?
Yeah, it's 1,000.
Sure.
1,000 into 0.1. We have to do 1,000 into 0.1.
It's 1,000.
Wait, 1,000 into 0.1 is 10.
No, the answer is 1,000.
10.
That's
Actually, I have
1,000.
to multiply 1 lakh by 0.1% or 0.1% divided by 100.
Because it's 10 lakhs. It will be 0. Into 10 lakhs upon 100. So the two zeros will be cut out, and then we'll have 1,000 into 0.1, and then we'll get 10. That's how I did it.
Why does it feel like a math class more than a
Yeah, exactly. I want to, drop this topic. even ChatGPT is giving all these. Just tell me, dude. Just
Just
tell
the
me.
answer.
Tell
Is it?
me the amount. The answer.
The answer, the final
It's
answer is
like
1,000.
annual.
It is 1,000.
It says annual rental value system, tax rate.
Tell
It's
it
10. If you
like numbers. Tell it to give it numbers, not words.
yeah. It says 3 if low tax rate, medium tax rate, high tax rate. Let's take 5,000 per year. Okay, it says one of them is 5,000 per year. Finally, okay. I don't know how he did that, but so he pays out 5,000. अरे वो देख लेंगे ना when we'll buy properties वो देख लेंगे अभी के लिए it's $5,000 per month as the property tax. Now property tax is the don't laugh, okay? Property tax is paid by the owner of the house and not the person who's living in it. So if I bought the house, I will pay the property tax, and जो जिसको मैंने rent पे दिया है, that guy wouldn't pay it. Okay. So now money that's going out of my pocket is 10,000 per month to the bank, and $5,000. Yeah, and I'm earning 20,000. So my profit is 5,000. So the current profit is $5,000. Now the person who's living in that home, he is giving me 20,000 a month as the rental. Now this is my rental income. Okay, now this is what the one on rent is paying. अच्छा समझ में आ रहा है ना, or you're bored?
Yes.
Now the person on rent is paying me, not me, but to the government and all included. He's paying let's say 10,000 for his bill, जो बिजली पंखा आप use करते हो, and then he has water bill and stuff. Okay, I guess 10,000 is enough. I don't know about dollars, but okay. Then he has to pay. He might be paying some other expenses like to, let's say if he's living in a society, he has to pay maintenance taxes, not a tax. Okay, he has to pay maintenance. We'll not talk about that. It'll get more complicated as it is now. ठीक है. So now where I pay the tax, अब देखो, since I have rented this property, I get 20,000 per month. 10,000 goes to the bank, and 5,000 goes to the government, and I'm left with 5,000. So that's my profit. Now after 100 months, which is 8 years and 4 months. Yeah. So after 8 years and 4 months, I will get a profit of 15,000. No, I'll get a profit of 10,000. And that's it. Okay, even I got it right now. So basically, जब आप घर खरीदते हो, you have to pay to the bank. अब अगर wait,
But
if property
5,000 into 100 is 10 lakhs, not 10,000.
5,000 to 100, wait, oh,
5 lakhs, not 10 lakhs. Even I'm confused.
अच्छा ठीक है, easy करते हैं इसको. I bought a home. I need to pay the loan. 10,000 मेरी पॉकेट से जाएंगे. I need to pay to the government. 5,000 मेरी पॉकेट से जाएंगे. I'm left with 5,000. That is my profit. Now, after 8 years, I'll get a profit of 10,000 because this loan will be over, right? This loan will be over. तो मुझे 10,000 पे नहीं करना पड़ेगा. I'll get 20,000. I have to pay. So my profit will be 15,000 once the home is all mine. And that's it. Now, how does he avoid the taxes? अगर उन्होंने उसी टाइम पे, okay, if this guy is given all the money to the bank, acha, yeah. So the theory is over. Okay, now I don't know what to say. Now, basically, he has 15,000 houses and he earns the same way. Do you have any doubts?
I
Yes?
don't.
Yes or no? Just open up your mics.
No, no.
Acha, okay.
I got it. That
Too many numbers.
mental things. Yeah, too many numbers, but I got it.
Yeah, Shreyas.
Until now, no doubts. Only the math part was little confusing.
Exactly for me. Because when I understood this concept, मैंने numbers के साथ नहीं किया था. And they say finance and accounting is all about numbers. So you need to be good at numbers. That is why we're going at school. Now, there's no advantage of learning about Napoleon Bonaparte. Whoever. I don't know to bring this guy in again and again.
You're talking about the last 2 days.
What?
You're talking about him since the last 2 days, giving him as
Yeah,
an
exactly. Nahi, whenever whenever I'm able to understand some concepts and when I'm talking to myself, तब भी I talk about this guy कि नेपोलियन बोनापार्ट के बारे में क्यों पढ़ रही हूँ मैं? I need to do my maths. So, हाँ, Napoleon Bonaparte, just look at his name. Okay, no offense, but was he born apart? Okay, let's get out of history. But they say history is important. Acha, let's talk about this thing. Now, this is not something that comes into finance, but the reason why we study history is that whenever you go to a doctor, say you're having a headache or a stomach ache, and so the doctor will ask you कि कल क्या खाया था, right? So from the history, you get what's happening in the present. And
excuse me, Kavyanjali. History is 1 day before. The history you are studying is 1500 BC.
अरे हाँ तो look at this. जब we will not know how much our fighters have struggled, how will we value the independence? True.
Right. But Kavanjali, 1 day ago is not history, it's
Arey,
past.
tell me, you have suffered all of your life just to give independence to your next generation. है ना? Now the next generation has to value that, right? But ठीक है, even I agree with you कि ठीक है, इंडिया की हिस्ट्री के बारे में okay, French Revolution, what? When do French people matter us? Why do they matter to us? Fair, yeah, I mean, okay,
Right.
yeah. French Revolution, yeah. The schooling system needs to be changed very soon, and we're gonna change that. Okay, promise me, we're all together in this.
Yeah, we are all together.
Agreed.
Yeah, promise.
Pinky promise.
Yeah. Okay. Now, do you feel like sleeping? You
No.
are the ones who sleep at 10, है ना? नहीं?
9:30.
9, 9:30. Okay. I sleep at 12. नहीं मतलब
Yeah.
2-3 दिनों से I'm sleeping at 3, but usually I sleep at 12.
Wait, so you're
12.
at 3 and waking up at 7:30?
नहीं, today I did that. Yesterday I slept at 3 and today I woke up at 7:30.
So let's say 4.5 hours of sleep. I get 9.5 hours of
It doesn't matter to me. Because अच्छा, I'll be sleeping today. I'll be sleeping early today because थक गई हूँ ना मैं सुबह. I don't feel like कि मैं थक गई हूँ. अच्छा, I want to talk more, right? अच्छा, just wait.
Today you also watch Conjuring.
No.
नहीं
I don't.
अच्छा, wait. Just don't leave the meeting. All I want to do is yeah. So that's it for today, teens. Let's get the right financial literacy and not just material wealth. That's me, Kavyanjali Raval, signing off. Until tomorrow.